Hello, sir. How we doing?
Hey, how you doing? Marion Blair.
All right.
I meet you. I'm here for the S87 recall.
Yes, sir.
And I also talked to somebody on the phone. I found the control arm bolt on the back loose.
Okay.
Listen to that. And it was knocking and jumping when I go around the corner and stuff. Well, they told me they would retorque them with no charge. They replaced this rear end a while back. I suspect, I don't know if it came from the factory like that or they left them loose, but they were loose. So if you don't mind, can I talk to the mechanic when he gets ready to torque those bolts, because I want to show him what I found?
I'll probably have my shop foreman come talk to you.
Okay.
He will be the one to do it, or my suspension guy.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but I can let you talk to the shop foreman.
Yeah. I've got some information for him that I'd like to give him before he does it.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
I got a notice about another little recall. I don't know if it's a flash or what, but there was some other safety recall, I think. Do you know anything about that one? I got it in the mail.
Let me see what we got. Yeah, for the occupant restraint.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll give me a holler when he gets ready to do that, huh?
Yes, sir.
Just have to hold me then. Right, good to go? Yeah, okay. So I just left the dealer, Acadiana Dodge in Lafayette, Louisiana. Had the S87 recall done. Had another minor recall, and I'm not sure what it was. I think it was done electronically. I don't think it was actually a physical recall. And I also had the bolts on the control arm torqued up to the proper torque, which is 229 foot-pounds, as I mentioned in my previous video, 30 millimeter socket. It all worked out well. It took a long time for them to get my truck in there. My appointment was at 12 and they didn't work on it till 3. It only took an hour and a half to do everything. And so that was good. And when I went in, I actually went in with my video on my phone, not the whole thing, but I sat there and made him watch the video and of how loose that control arm was, and I also gave him the printout that I'd brought of the torque specs, and I even explained to him that the truck needed to be setting, the weight of the truck needed to be setting on the wheels to torque them up, because of that rubber bushing in there. If you have it hanging off with the wheels dropped down and you torque it up, then when you set the truck down on the ground, well, that rubber bushing inside of that torque arm is going to twist more than it should, and you could actually break the rubber or cause premature wear. So that's one of the notes that they make about changing your control arm, is be sure and do it while you got the weight of the truck on it. And they didn't look at me like, what the hell was wrong with this person trying to tell us how to do our job. You know, like some people tend to get offended when you tell them, or question them, or in any way insinuate that they may be not doing something properly. They weren't like that. They weren't beaming with smiles, but they were courteous, and I appreciate that out of this dealer. And this dealer has always been that way with me. Maybe they just say, let's just humor the old man. But whatever. But they have been very good about that. Every single person I've encountered. And so that's a good thing. And we're out of there now, and we're done, and on the way home. And of course, it's raining because it's Louisiana. And I washed my truck yesterday, so that always, and it's been like 3 months since I washed my truck. We've been getting so much rain. Anyway, it all worked out well. I'm glad it did. My truck rides so much better now that I've got them torqued up. Actually, from the other night when I torqued them myself. But they did tell me that the ones that I had tightened were still loose, which is why I asked them to retorque them, because I suspected I was not able to get 229 foot-pounds of torque on them laying on my back like that. Worked out really well. Didn't charge me a penny. So in return, I bought an air cleaner from them for $42, which it's time to put a new one anyway. And until next time, thanks for watching. Adios.